Hi, everybody. My name is Christian Block. Welcome to my Ignite presentation. All right, so imagine this. So, CSU, if CSU had its own version of a marketplace, but a more actual safe, a more simple, and just kind of built for students. So, my idea is called Ram Swap, buy Rams for Rams. So, it's basically kind of turns all the random stuff we buy, we sell, and the things that we throw away into something more useful. So the challenge. So right now at CSU, buying and selling stuff is kind of chaotic. It always is. It always will be. And people use social media apps like Snapchat or Facebook groups or just GroupMe chats, and it's not really organized and it's not really safe at most times. So students end up wasting money or they just throw things away at the end of the semester. So why it matters. So this actually matters more than people think. So college is already expensive. I'm sure you guys know that. And students are constantly buying things like furniture, textbooks, bikes, and just stuff they only use for a short amount of time. At that same time though, other students literally have those same exact items just sitting around and not being used. So the opportunity. So instead of everyone kind of being scattered across different apps, what if there was one place where CSU students could all connect? And also like a system where nothing gets wasted, students save money, and people can actually help each other out. So my bold idea is so RamSwap is basically a CSU only marketplace app. And I just want to ask you guys a question. But what if CSU had a platform where students could buy, sell, trade, or even offer services? All inside one verified student app. Pretty sure it'd be great, right? So how it works is so it's pretty simple. So you would follow these steps, but you would log in through your CSU email so only students could use it. And then you would post stuff like this could be things like textbooks, furniture, bikes, or even services like tutoring, photography, which would be perfect for, recent grad students, and then or just moving help. And you guys can all connect and meet safely on campus. So why it's innovative. So what makes this idea different is that it's not just a marketplace. It actually builds entrepreneurship on campus. So students can make money, they can start and post their side hustles, and they can also connect with other students in a way that we normally wouldn't. So the impact. So if this existed, students would save money, they would waste less stuff, and actually more opportunities to make more or kind of find help around campus. I think that like it would also make CSU feel a lot more interconnected, instead of kind of everybody doing their own thing. So the connection by Ignite, so it would actually kind of help me and other people kind of launch something like this. So they could start by doing these like startup competitions, and this would help students test new ideas or even host events where people can buy and sell items directly. It would turn this and kind of into more of a real student led innovational space. So I think that would like kind of really be helpful. So the feasibility. So this actually isn't a crazy idea. It could begin super small. And what I mean by small is it could just start off by a small student survey, or even a simple kind of like beta version, where we could test this at the dorms. And then I personally think that over time it would grow, and get a lot larger, and it would help with student organizations and campus support. So calling to action. So the real question is what could CSU look like if students actually built solutions from each other instead of just waiting for them? I think that a lot of the problems on campus already have solutions. I just think that we haven't connected the dots yet. So my takeaway from this, and I hope your guys' is too, but at the end of the day, Ram Swap is really about turning everyday student problems into opportunities. Buy Rams for Rams. And that's the idea. Thank you.